All this work that we're doing, brothers, for this ministry, eventually is going to pay off. You better believe it, man. It's going to pay off like you'll never believe. Okay? And by the way, we're the highest value male on this planet. The men of the Lord. The men of this truth. The hopeful elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The highest value male there is.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful they got there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect. So lucky the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, and what I want to get into, all right, today, just respond to something I seen on this podcast, mediocre tutorials and reviews, and it just shows the disorder of this society. All right, Esau Edom, one thing about it in his rulership. All right, this man has caused complete chaos to be the norm. Okay, this man has caused complete chaos to be the norm. And with a lot of these podcasts, especially like the ones like No Jumper, okay, which is affiliate, with you Israelites' favorite prophet, all right, Sakari. Okay, I say you Israelites' favorite YouTube character, okay, Sakari. All right, but you look at podcasts like No Jumper and different podcasts, they're used as another avenue to push disorder in marriage. Okay, because this devil knows, all right, that marriage, okay, is the foundation, okay, of a strong society. Okay, and through marriage, it's hard to push moral wickedness, when you have a society, okay, of marriages. Okay, but when you have a society of confusion, okay, it's easy to push, okay, wickedness and lewdness and YOLO and do as thou wilt. Okay, it's easy for him to push enchantments on a society of confusion than a society of order. Okay, that's why you go to Job 10 and 22. I started 21 and said, before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. Okay. And this is speaking of America, and once we're delivered, okay, you will never return, because first, America is going to be a desert, all right, and the circumstances we was in America, the earth will never be returned to those circumstances, man, okay, because our kingdom is going to be a kingdom of order, okay, of life, of peace, okay, but you go here, it said the land of darkness and the shadow of death. Because this dysfunction and this chaos of this society has bred nothing but death. You see? Nothing but death, man. And when you keep reading, it says a land of darkness and darkness itself and the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness. Okay? Where the light is as darkness, man. So this man is able to put wickedness and folly, okay, as light, as the way. This man puts lewdness, okay, debauchery, okay, immorality. He pushed these things as the light. He glorified these things, man. Okay, he glorifies being a low life, okay, a degenerate. These things are glorified here. All right, but order is looked at, as archaic. Okay, matter of fact, he makes order seem as if it's captivity, if it's oppressive. That's one thing the devil has done in this society. He has made order and righteousness seem oppressive, okay, and wickedness seem as liberty and freedom. And that's the narrative he's been able to run with, and we're going to see that, okay, in this podcast. Okay, now I'm gonna play it, all right, and we'll jump in and out. Okay, let's go here.
and you guys are in an open relationship. Yeah. You guys have been dating for 3 months, and you guys do content together.
Yes.
Okay. You do content together, and you're in a poly open relationship where you're dating other men romantically and you're dating other women romantically.
No, it's just sexually open.
Oh, for the content.
Sexually open for the content, yes.
So you're not romantically, but sexually you do see other people.
Yes, sexually.
And you will sleep with them together.
Yes, and I will marry Sophia.
Oh, you're gonna marry her.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are gonna get married. You've been dating for 3 months. You guys produce.
I try not to talk past anybody. My bad. You guys are in a relationship yourselves, like a romantic relationship between each other.
Yeah, openly we sleep with other people as well, but romantically we're together, yes.
Oh. Okay, so you consider her your girlfriend, but you don't consider other girls your girlfriend. You just consider other girls that you sleep with.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So you are a cuck.
Yes.
Define a cuck, please.
What?
A cuck is a person who purposely allows their women to get by other men.
That's yes.
For money, yeah.
Yeah.
The money doesn't take away.
There. I know you're in the middle of something, but I was wondering if we could just take a few seconds and read some scripture together.
Money, yeah.
Yeah.
The money doesn't take away from it, my G. This is a question and answer. Are you or are you not? Yes or no? Yes, you are. Now, if you wasn't in a relationship with her or talking about marrying the young lady one day and you're still making money off of her, that would make you a pimp, right? There's a fundamental difference. All right, let's keep going.
Wait. You wouldn't let her sleep with other men if they weren't paying her?
No, they're not paying her. Let's get that right. We make content. We get paid for content. So, yes, we involve other people because it makes more money. And again, that's why I allow it. Again, romantically, yes, when we're 30 years old with a child and we slow down with all the money we've got in the bank, we can live happily ever after. So, yes.
So you do let other men fuck your woman on purpose,
yeah,
right?
She lets me fuck other women.
Sure. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you would be a cuck, correct?
I just don't like
You just
that
don't like
saying,
it.
But
Okay.
we do it.
I mean, I'm sure you don't, but I mean, that's what a cuck is somebody who lets another man purposely fuck their woman,
Yes.
right? That's a cuck.
Yeah, if I'm a cuck, I'm a cuck, yeah.
I don't think Andrew's trying to insult you. I think he's
not.
just
I'm just trying to clarify it.
Again, it's what it is, isn't it? Again, we're young. We're probably in a better position than you was when you was 23. Again, no throwing shade, but I just don't feel like being a slave to a religion is going to get you anywhere in life. It's good praying, it's good doing your thing, but I just want to live life out of money and be.
Yeah, I mean.
So you heard him say he doesn't want to be a slave to religion, but he's in a so-called relationship with this woman, all right, where he allows her to get, all right, slaughtered, okay, by other men, okay, for the sake of making content, okay, and I guess they're 23 now, and he says when they're 30, okay, they're gonna get married, okay, they're gonna have money in the bank, and they're gonna live happily ever after, okay, and this is someone who's heavily enchanted, okay, by the beast. Okay, it was a terrible idea. That's a terrible strategy. Okay, because you think after 7 years of this woman, okay, being plowed by other men, okay, she's just gonna be able to stop and deal with you. Okay, and then the men that she's gonna meet along the way, it's gonna sell her different dreams. Like, all right, this is what But as we always go to, let's get a few precepts, man. This is madness. All right, and this is the enchantments of Esau Edom. Okay, and to a lot of people, okay, in this society, that's a good idea. They getting their money. They got it planned out. They gonna settle down. It don't work like that, man. Okay, and that's why society. You look at society. There's a lot of people, that are miserable because they had these grand ideas, living out of the flesh, and thinking it was going to work a certain way. But you can't feed yourself, okay? You can't be a slave to the flesh, okay, and think you're going to control the outcome because you're destroying yourself, okay? You're in self-destruct mode, okay, when you live that way. Okay, there's a lot of women that think that they just going to, live, okay, their best life in their 20s. They go from 20 to 30, mid 30s, living their best life, okay, pretty much out here being promiscuous, and they think Okay, when they get ready, they can settle down and choose a man. And it don't work like that. That's why Vivica Fox is 60, talking about she ready now. Okay, you think she planned to be 60 alone? Okay, ran through out of shape. You know, when she was in her 20s and 30s in her prime. Okay, and this is what America teaches people to do, to devalue yourself in your prime, especially women. Okay, but he said, look, I don't want to be a slave to religion. And this mindset comes from the elites, as we said, we spoke on this thing earlier, man. Okay, now this is how the elites think. This is Psalms 2 and 3. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Now, when you read verse 3 in the NLT, it said, let us break their chains. And see, this is the chains of order, the chains of righteousness, the chains of discipline. Okay? It says they cry and free ourselves from slavery to God. Okay? And what did this man just say? Because this guy who's questionable, I believe he's, you know, he's a man of some type of virtue. You know, I believe he's some type of Christian. You know, he's smoking a cigarette, but you know, it is what it is. We've seen way worse Christians than that, you know, but he has some type of virtue and some type of sense as a man, you know, and he has, you know, a mindset that a good name is better than money, you know, as he's going to pretty much keep putting pressure on this guy. All right, but I just want to let it be heard again, all right, that this man said, look, you can be a slave to your religion, you know, go pray, go do you. I'm going to keep getting this money, let my woman get, all right, blowed out. Okay, and at 30, we're going to settle down and have children. And you can look at her face. She has no respect for this nigga, man. Okay, absolutely no respect for this guy. Okay? He's just a placeholder, man. You see? So I'm going to rewind. I'm going to let it play.
It's good praying, it's good doing.
Right, that's a cuck.
Yeah, if I'm a cuck, I'm a cuck, yeah.
I don't think Andrew's trying to insult you. I think
No,
I'm just trying to clarify it.
Again, it's what it is, isn't it? Again, we're young. We're probably in a better position than you was when you was 23. Again, no throwing shade, but I just don't feel like being a slave to a religion is going to get you anywhere in life. It's good praying, it's good doing your thing, but I just want to live life out of money and be.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, for context, this gentleman on the left is Andrew Wilson. Now, if you remember, I did a video on the Fresh and Fit podcast not too long ago. It was titled something like Fake Tough Guy or Emotional Man Challenges Family Man. This is the same guy. So when this cuck dweeb is referencing not caring about religion, he's talking about Andrew's religion. Now, what's interesting about what the weak man just said is that he's going to get to 30 years old and just live happily ever after with his woman that had her back broken by BBCs all over the world. And that's not the way that anything works. No matter how much money, you could be a billionaire, but your wife was still used and desecrated for filth. Religion aside, don't you understand that?
way better to let people fuck your old lady. All self-respecting men do that.
Yeah, but sex is just sex. Again, I think it's like you take
Money.
He said sex is just sex, you know, and that's what Esau Edom, you know, had. That's a major way that this man has confused the masses, okay, with that concept where sex is just sex, you know, and we all was brought up thinking that, okay, we didn't know, all right, the spirituality behind that. We didn't know the gravity and the effects, you know, that we was having on people, and you know, we didn't understand. Okay, we didn't understand the purpose of sex. Okay, in this society, we just thought it was a thing of pleasure. Okay, and this is what he's looking at it as. All right, and this is what the masses look at it as, man. In this society. Okay, not knowing that while you're getting this pleasure, you're destroying yourself. Okay, mixing all these different energies. Okay, and then a lot of people, you know, that's how they get, you know, a lot of these random baby fathers and baby daddies. Okay, and then life goes downhill from there. Okay, based off their mindset that sex is just sex. Okay, no, sex is marriage. Okay, and then and when you look at it from that way, it makes you very mindful how you move. Okay, When you look at it from that perspective, now we're in this society of dysfunction, so it's, you know, everything is not going to be, you know, like it's supposed to be. Okay, but thinking from that standpoint, it makes you move different. Okay, because let's go here. You know, this truth is bringing us back to those old paths. All right, I think that's 6. All right, it's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 16. It said, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls." Okay, so as we, you know, come into the truth, man, and the truth breeds discipline, you know, because it brings discipline to the flesh. All right, and what we're finding out is the more we control the flesh, the more peace we have, man. Okay, well, the controlling the flesh puts us on the frequency, man, on a way higher level, man. You know, when our life is not surrounded, okay, or dedicated to pleasing the flesh, as it was when we was in the world. Okay, and that's going back to the old ways, man. Our forefathers, they moved right with purpose, man, and righteousness. They wasn't just moving around the earth to feed the flesh. Okay, it says, "And walk therein, you shall find rest for your souls." But they said we will not walk therein, and that's the majority of our people now. Okay, because, you know, as we're gonna allow this to play on, okay, you're gonna see, okay, that this man is a slave to the flesh, like the masses are, man. Okay. All right, so let's get this account real quick. Ruth 4:1. Then when Boaz up to the gate and set him down there, and beheld the kinsman of whom Boaz spake came by, unto whom he said, Ho, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And he turned aside and sat down. So this is Boaz, and he's speaking to his relative about redeeming, all right, the property of his kinsman, all right, his fellow Judite, you know, his kinsman, you know, which was a Judite, all right, and he was talking about, you know, redeeming their property. Okay, and it says, and he took 10 men of the elders of the city and said, sit down, or sit ye down here, and they sat down. And he said unto the kinsman Naomi, that is come again out of the country of Moab, selleth a parcel of land which was our brother's Elimelech's. Okay, Elimelech. All right, and it says, and I thought to advertise to thee, saying, buy it before the inhabitants and before the elders of my people. If thou wilt redeem it, redeem it. But if thou wilt not redeem it, then tell me, that I may know, for there is none to redeem it beside thee, and I am after thee. And he said, I will redeem it. So Boaz is, you know, telling him that they're, you know, their people, Naomi, okay, from, you know, their brother Elimelech's, okay, wife has come back, and she has land that she wants to sell, you know, and it goes to the next of kin. All right, so he's speaking to this guy, and he's up, and Boaz like, look, you know, let me know if you want to redeem it, because if not, you know, I'm after you. You know, then said Boaz, what day that thou buyest the field of the hand of Naomi, thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of the dead, to raise up a name of the dead upon his inheritance. So he's telling him that it comes with a woman. Okay, and like, look, you buy the land, it's gonna come with, you know, his wife as well, because he didn't have any male heirs, okay, to inherit, you know, his possession. So you're gonna have to raise seed, you know, in the stead for an inheritance. You know, that was a law as well. And the kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I marry my own inheritance. Okay, redeem thou my right, okay, to thyself, for I cannot redeem it. So he was cool with the land, but when he seen it came with the woman, because a woman is a responsibility. Okay, women are great, all right, but they're a responsibility. You know, a woman that's in order is a wonderful thing, but they're a responsibility. Okay, so he was like, look, you know, because he wasn't just thinking about it's just sex. You know, damn, it's some new sex I can get. No, he wasn't thinking like that. Okay, he understand that a woman, you know, was a responsibility and had to be, you know, cared for. Okay, they wasn't just you know, horny and just crazy about sex. All right, you go into our forefathers, man. So I just wanted to get that account. Okay, well, let's keep going with this guy. All right.
Money's just money.
Yeah, but
money gets you places.
money gets you places. Sex don't.
Where does money get you?
Money.
Does it get you to a place where other men f your old lady?
Yeah.
Is that where it gets you?
Yeah. It takes me on flights. It takes me to buy a house. To buy a house. It takes me to buy a car. It takes me to buy the jewelry I've got on. It takes me to buy the clothes I've got on. So if I'm leaving God and I'm poor,
that's really expensive money to allow the person that you're in love with to get dishonored by other men.
We enjoy it.
You enjoy it? Well, okay, so now we're in a different level. So you enjoy the fact that your old lady gets...
I enjoy sex, she enjoys sex, other people enjoy sex, so why not? Let's just have fun.
So do you enjoy the fact that she's getting humped by other men?
I don't enjoy it, we just do it, we get on with it, we have fun. Yeah, right, I enjoy it, I do enjoy it, because it's...
You do enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it, yeah.
I don't even know.
Do you ever watch it? Do you ever watch other dudes plow your chick, dude?
I don't watch the videos back, but in the action I'm watching, it's quite horny, to be honest.
So you get off to it?
Well, it's horny, yeah, in the act, yeah, if I'm sleeping with someone else and she's sleeping with someone else, and yeah, it's just horny. It
sounds like you're the slave.
No.
Am I tripping? Or does it seem like dudes that think like this have been surging within media as of late? Dudes who are into this weirdo type of shit, but offset what's happening by being able to make a bag off of it. The only way I can try to explain this is just the popularization of easy to view hub sites by men everywhere. And it's sort of like the more that you watch that type of content, the more that is normalized, because what you're watching is a dude bang another woman, and that's only 2 stone throws away from that other woman being your girl. Gentlemen, do understand that we've all been brainwashed with the propaganda with the media today to think certain ways. And if you overconsume corn, we already understand that the forces that be want you to be a weak man. And you don't also think that the propaganda is rearing its ugly head in corn? It absolutely is, and cases like this prove it. Stay focused.
Sounds like I'm free and you're the slave. You know what I never have to worry about?
Wife getting banged?
I never have to worry about another dude f***ing my old lady at my behest because I'm not a slave to my lust. And I never have to worry about the fact that I can make an honorable buck because I'm not a slave to the money either. It sounds like you're the slave. It sounds like I'm the one who's free.
Great point.
No, definitely not.
Slave to the lust, man. Like I say, when you're a slave to the flesh, okay, you start to serve your flesh. Okay, a lot of people run themselves raggedy, you know, chasing a bag, getting 2 or 3 jobs, okay, you know, even putting their freedom at risk to get money, you know, through crime, because they're a slave to the lust, slave to the flesh. Okay, trying to impress these particular type of women. Okay, women are obsessed with these particular type of lifestyles to where they just dismiss their morals and they become a servant to the flesh. Okay, as the Apostle Paul, I think that's in the book of Romans. Might be the 6th chapter. I started at verse 11. All right, Romans 6 and 11 says, so you also should consider yourselves to be dead to the power of sin. All right, now, you know, we're not perfect and there's sin, you know, that happens that we can't even control. All right, but everything that's within our control, okay, adultery, you know, eating pork knowingly, you know, they put in so much, you know, like saying that stuff we can't control, but just, you know, intentionally going to buy, abominable foods. Those things that we can control. Okay? Sex on the Sabbath. You see? Getting the hairline. These are things that we can control. Okay? And the law teaches discipline, man. Okay? And discipline brings peace. Okay? And order. Alright? So sin doesn't have power over us to where we, to the point, because you got Jake that can't stop eating bacon, can't stop eating shrimp, can't stop committing adultery. Jake told me, man, I got to get a hairline. All right, sin has power, over our people. Okay, it said, do not let sin control the way you live. Do not give in to sinful desires, man. So we are not without sin. Got mixed fabric on now. Okay? But sin doesn't have dominion over us. I don't wake up, we don't wake up with the mindset, okay? Because people in this society, their whole schedule is just full of sinning. Everything they do from when they wake up to go to sleep is built around sin. Okay? They're a slave to the flesh. Okay? Yep. This is verse 14. It says, sin is no longer your master, for you no longer live under the requirements of the law. Instead, you live under, the freedom of the Most High's grace. Okay? And within that, sin, is no longer, our master. Okay? And within this grace period, we're developing a mindset, to where we thirst for righteousness, man. And also we understand, obedience, discipline, patience. Okay? But this society that just pushes you to go for what you know. Go destroy yourself. Okay? Have at it. Okay? No limitation. Just go do it. Okay? But we realize, there's an order to things, man. There's a purpose to things, man. There's and the one thing about it, when you don't indulge in things, it becomes more potent and you enjoy it more. Okay? When you ain't drunk out your mind all the time, you enjoy it more when you have occasionally a nice drink. Okay? When you're not just, looking at filth and, all the time and chasing these different women. Okay? When you deal with your woman, you enjoy it more because you're not so engulfed in it. You're not destroying yourself with it, man. Okay? Verse 16. Don't you realize that you become the slave or whatever you choose to obey? Okay? And he's letting you know that, look, the money, he keeps saying money. Okay? So you're making these terrible decisions based off money. Or you making these terrible decisions based off the flesh. Okay? When you're a slave to the flesh, that breeds poor decision making. When you look at, I look at my poor decision making, it was all rooted in the flesh. Okay? Low nature. Being a slave to. It says you can be a slave to sin, which leads to death, or you can choose to obey the Most High, which leads to righteous living. All right? And this guy here was a slave. Okay? And many more. I don't know if there's an Israelite. Look, like Edom might be kind of got a Jake swag to him. There's no telling. All right? But just this mindset, okay, is a mindset of this world, of being a slave to the flesh, man. Okay?
Slave, it sounds like I'm the one who's free.
Great point.
No, definitely not. Again, I was a slave when I done my demolition. I was getting up at stupid o'clock, getting paid stupid lights. And then, now I'm living life, doing social media full time. I do content
but you
full
still
time.
had
I've
your
got a beautiful
manhood.
woman by my side that I'm going to marry and have kids with one day. And if we enjoy sex, why not? Well, what's the big deal? Sex is sex. Adam and Eve had sex. So
Oh, no, we didn't.
Well, I didn't say that sex is the big deal. The big deal is whether or not you have what is considered virtue and honor. Other men,
Who cares about
for
honor in
instance,
10 years' time?
Well, I'm going to explain.
Who cares about honor in 10 years' time? All right? And who else had that mindset? Okay, and this keep coming back up. All right? There's a spirit, there's a lot of teaching points from this account, Genesis 25, and I'll get straight to the point. All right, this is 25 and 23. This is Esau selling his birthright. And I started 32. And Esau said, I read in the NLT, it says, look, all right, Genesis 25 and 32. All right, and this is Esau selling his birthright. All right, and this is in the NLT. It says, look, I'm dying of starvation, said Esau. What good is my birthright to me now? But Jacob said, first, you must swear, all right, your birthright is mine. So Esau swore an oath, thereby selling all his rights as the firstborn to his brother Jacob. So Esau is like, what good is this birthright to me now? You know, I want what I want now. I need to feed the flesh now. Okay? So what he said, what's virtue 10 years from now? Okay? And she's running herself to the ground to where she's gonna be a throwaway. All right? And he's all right, he's just making a damn ass of himself where he will have respect from no one. Okay? But see, no in this society, no one thinks long term. Everyone, you know, the masses just have a short term thinking. Okay, people got the juice to think short term. Damn, I'm gonna get fired. You know, no one thought about, okay, what's in here? What's, you know, how this could affect me, my children. Like, you know, they took everybody out there short term. Okay, this was Esau. That's the mind of an Edomite. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and lentil stew. Esau ate the meal, then got up and left. He showed contempt, all right, for his birthright. Okay, or it said, thus Esau despised his birthright, man. Okay, and people are just on the path of self-destruction, all right, with no thought. He said, what is virtue 10 years from now? What is, you know, what is moral? What is a good name 10 years from now? I'm gonna have the money. Okay.
Explain it to you if you want the answer.
Yes, Karen?
Other men are always going to see you as a cuck. They're going to see you as less than a man. And the reason they're going to see you as less than a man is because you purposely allow other men to bone your chick.
Yeah.
So, because they consider this to be low virtue, they're always going to consider you to be lesser than them, no matter how poor they are. The poorest man on this planet is always going to consider himself richer than you.
Little Helper 95 donated $200. Andrew is the perfect example of modern Christians, cherry-picking what he follows of God's word based on his own opinions. Treats everyone he disagrees with awful. Berates, belittles, insults.
I haven't belittled anybody. In fact, we've just been arguing our various points. There's no belittlement. Right now, we're engaged in what's called an argument.
Yeah.
So I'm explaining to you that the poorest
What's
man...
hilarious about that is the title of his name is Satan's Little Helper. But at least at this junction, I don't see anything that he's doing as berating or belittling. He's just telling him the truth. As men, at the core of it, all we have is respect. And he's forming an opinion about that, and he's giving a life lesson, a public life lesson to someone who's in the public light for doing this.
That the poorest man on planet Earth who has a virtuous wife who is loyal to him is always going to consider himself richer than any amount of money that you give yourself based on the fact that you let other men bone your chick. You understand that, right?
Yeah, but again, you're saying poorer, but again, if I'm making money and we enjoy it, what is the problem? I don't care what anyone thinks. I'll get death threats on the daily.
Well, the
I don't
problem
care.
is, yeah, right. So, I mean, if you don't care about virtue, if you are a slave to your own sin, your own vice, then you're in what's called prelest. And the thing is that shaking you out of prelest is next to impossible. You have now told me multiple times the thing which you value in life, the only thing which you value, is money.
Yes.
After all, God's not going to feed you. He's not going to clothe you. He's not going to take care of you.
He won't.
Though there's almost every other thing on planet Earth you could do to make money. You took the easy path to make money, and you shared the one thing that men never share, which is their woman, in order to do it. That's why all men everywhere will always consider you lesser than they are.
So yeah, I get it here, man. You know, you can finish. Let me like I say, it's on this podcast, mediocre tutorials and reviews. All right, if I can remember, put it in the description box. But yeah, I get this, man, because at the end of the day, man, as we come back to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you know, we become dead, you know, to certain desires of this world, man. We got everything we need, you know. We got everything we need and then some. Okay, and like he said, if you, got you a little chick, it's cool. All right, she for you, Hey, you're way richer than these niggas with all this money, all these women, and all this, chaos that they got going on. Okay, like when you get something from the Lord, it comes with a peace of mind. It comes with quality, some type of quality, man. Okay, so it's an asset. It serves you, whether it's his wisdom, the Lord, put a woman in your situation is cool. Okay, get you a nice little gig, something to get your daily bread, and then you feel richer than anyone, man. When you're appreciative, that's what really makes you feel rich. Okay, when you're appreciative of everything that the Lord is doing, man. So I'm gonna read this. Psalm 34:8 says, "Oh, taste and see that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is good. Blessed is the man that trusted in him. Oh, fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him," man. And we've tasted of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, and we've experienced the peace that it brings. Okay, we experienced, the level that it's putting us on, man. Like we see the order, like we appreciate the order of things, man. Okay, as we taste of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, we see that this is the way. And this is what we thirst for, more order. All right, we thirst for a kingdom where, all right, the order of the scriptures is going to be the standard. Okay, we wait the day when we, are reset. Okay, and we can really enjoy things, all right, in this fullness as it was supposed to be. Okay, and we get a glimpse of that now, with this wisdom, with this understanding, and applying it to our day to day. We get a glimpse of it, man. Okay, but it says, "Oh, fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want, okay, to them that fear him." And you read this in the NLT: "Fear the Lord, ye his godly people, for those who fear him will have all that they need." Okay, those that fear Yahweh Bashim Al Shai will have all that they need, man. Okay, so we we at the point now, all right, as we're walking, in Yahweh Shai, all right, that the Lord gives us all we need, man. Okay, our ambition of this world is constantly diminishing, all right, and our expectation for a righteous kingdom is increasing, man. All right, and in the meantime, while we wait, we got everything we need, man. Okay, these are BS dreams, American dreams, or dreams in this beast system is all BS, man, and it's set up for you to destroy yourself to try to get it. Okay, so Lord will, this is edifying. Till next time, I say shalom.